Hello and welcome back to Endless Legend. Tempest! Tempest! Tempest. We're currently in the process of running away from our enemies like a coward. But that's okay. I call that squidding out of a tough situation. It's a smart way to go. Let's see. What are we building here? We have cargo dock going. The problem is I don't really have a whole lot going on now, and I think what I'm gonna do is to make this tough on everybody. So if you look, I have a pretty excess amount of glass steel at this moment, and gosh darn it, I'm gonna use that glass steel. Unfortunately, C units have to get both because there apparently isn't a single way, like land units, you can just prioritize one over the other, which is absolute BS, but shows you how much they care. Actually, I don't even know what title mastery does. But we're gonna put on it anyway because extra unit is extra unit. Extra anything is good for me at this point. Let's see. So I'm currently equipping just jaws. This hits multiple enemies, but it loses a lot of initiative for me. But you know, my initiative is so low that I think I've talked about this. My initiative is so low that it doesn't really matter. 20 and 10 damage. This is 12 and 6. But it's submersible slayer. Alright, what about armor? I think that's probably better than this. 24 and 12, this is 58 and 18. So let's do that. I didn't know you can actually preview. It looks like he's got some chimney stuff going on his head. I wish I have some chimney stuff going on my head. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of resources. I don't actually know if I want to do that. 12 attack. I get an extra 10 damage from 4 damage. You know what? This is okay. Let's go for this. So that's how we are going to reconfigure our Leviathan. And I think what I might do is I might decide to research artillery ship when that comes, because I don't have any ranged C units. They're all melee. And we're going to start building these. It's our first step for the plan of taking back the sea. Actually, the first step is running away from the enemy, and the second step is to take back the sea. That's right. Dry dock is going. 2 Leviathans in queue. I'm going to drop the second one because, well, I don't know actually why, but I'm going to do it. I am going to do it, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm also going to go collect the pearls, and there's nothing you can do to stop me from that either. Next turn. At this point, I don't actually know how much good the pearls are going to do for me. Because why? Because I don't really have anything to build. Let's see. The stuff I would want are these resource districts, because I need to start building districts, especially the winter burrow. Winter burrow is real nice because from now on the winter are going to be more frequent, and it takes 20 to build and 20 to research, I think, right? Let's see. Yeah, it takes 20 to research, so that will be my next target if I can ever get enough. It's 3. That's all I can get for now. Where else are pearls? I don't see any around here. There was one here, but the dragons stole it because they're just jerks. They're like that kid in the debates club, you know? They're like, oh, I'm gonna say all these mean things to you, but don't worry about it. It's all in the name of logic. He's still following me, isn't he? I don't like that. I wish he stopped following me. So what I'm hoping for is in one turn my mercenary market gets done, and if there's some way I cannot escape him, if he corners me all the way over here, then as long as I'm in my own waters, I can sell this unit. That's better than nothing. I can also retrofit him, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea right now. Gain 1 from this, 3. 1, 3, okay. That's fine. What am I going to get from the mercenary market? Very excited. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I'm back. I'm in sort of a pickle here. I do want to start developing the districts in this region a little bit more. The issue being I have a limited amount of content. I don't have a whole lot of content in this video, nor in my cities. But I don't really have a lot of technology on tap that would allow me to get more contentment immediately. So I think what I'm going to do is, right now I'm researching this, and I'm going to put out the coinage for a little bit and research the central market. Hold on, let's see. I think that might be a good way to go. Okay, fire ship, artillery ship is pretty good. I want that at some point. I also want both of these because I do need a smelting station to be able to take advantage of all the resources that I'm going to get out of these uncommon alloy weapons. But that can wait a little bit. I need to do a little bit of TLC to my cities. Otherwise, I can't build anything any further since they're not really expanding anymore, which is a problem. I say a lot of things. Don't worry about it. Very rarely do I actually follow through and do what I say, you know, but I think that's part of the magic of Let's Plays. It's called Pick the Hypocrisy. We should have a game. Which one of the things that narrator says will be the first thing he does the exact opposite of? That'll be fun. What's going on here? Why does the city have a force field around it? Is that some sort of squid magic? See, these don't have it. Where are you? Stop going after me. Wait, how is he so fast? Hold on 1 second. He has a movement speed of 4, and I have a movement speed of 5. But somehow he's able to close the distance on me. I don't understand it at all. Anyway, I think I can get away, but at this point, I'm feeling that he is cheating because obviously he's teleporting around the map. So I'm going to sell this unit as much as it pings me to. And this is going to be a problem because he's going to come back later. And if I can't somehow stack my units in a safe spot, he's just going to continue to attack him, and I can never build anything. I need to figure something out about this. Empire defeated. Kavad. Some Mazari. My experience actually, well, my experience consists of entirely one game. The human faction tends to do pretty well, or the human-like faction, because they get a lot of technologies. The faction that does poorly, well, the first faction that was eliminated in my previous game was actually the dragons. No, was it the dragons? It wasn't. Who was it? I can't remember. It was the dragons went to war at some point, and then they weren't at war anymore. What's with this? What is this thing? I don't actually know. I do have money now. And I just have this new ability to look at the market. So it'd be nice if we can get something useful here. What about heroes? So once you open up the mercenary market, then you're able to purchase units or sell them. And also you can purchase and sell heroes, which I think is actually the more useful aspect of this. And partly because some of these heroes have some real intense abilities, both in terms of governing and also in terms of attacking or combat. So for example, let's see here. Let me see if I can find somebody good. You want to look for 3s if you can find them. You see there's a lot of fast 1, block 1, sharp 1. As far as I know, this ability goes up to 3, 3 being the most powerful. A lot of 2s. I don't actually see a whole lot of 3s here. Okay, so this guy has a 3. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Actually, I don't know how do I look at him. Here it is. So he has something called a dust efficiency 3. If you put him in a city, he is going to be able to generate extra 3 dust per person that's working on dust. And then also he is going to generate a flat bonus, which is quite good. And then there's another skill, I think, which is equivalent or similar to that, where you just get a flat bonus instead of a percentage. But what I'm looking for right now, actually I don't know what I'm looking for. I think I can use both some governors and also a little bit of army help. If I'm going to refocus my attention back at sea, I don't actually think that's particularly useful. So I just need a land unit. What can I do? You know what? Let's look at this later. You know what? Let's hire somebody. Just because this is a good place to demonstrate what we are talking about. So we're going to pick somebody to hire. Let's hire somebody who gives us money, because money is good. Okay, army damage boost 2. And you get initiative boost. I'm leaning toward Lord Peyton Quinn III. He has a very powerful name. I like powerful names. Heroes in the Elf faction or the Forest faction gets bonus to production. Okay, let's get him. We're gonna buy him. And once you buy him, he goes into, let's see, this queue here. And you can assign him to any city. So let me check to see which city is actually giving me some gold. So this one is a base of 35, 40, 15, 13. So this is where all the gold is, apparently. Okay, well, that means we're going to assign him here. What is that even called? Karandar? Karandar. Okay, perfect. It's not the right screen. Assign to city. And we'll assign, oh, you can actually see it from here. Never mind. All right. Second thing I want to do is to see if there are any useful accessories that I can put on him. A lot of the accessories at this point that you can put on your heroes actually helps in terms of governing as well. So for example, here you get, if you put this on, you get +2 science per population on city, which is quite good. But I'm going to focus on the gold. Also, I can't afford this anyway. If I ever get enough, I'm going to put that on him as well. So let's go for that. So now I'm getting +20. However, if I put people into gold, I think we should get a huge, yeah. So every person I put into gold gets me an extra 10 per turn. And because of that, we're going to put people into gold, because that's how we do things. We need the money. I have a plan. My plan's not very good, and most likely in about a week or so, I forget what the plan is. But right now, I have a plan. That's good enough. They say that the only thing a man needs is the ability to act, And I'm gonna, alright, damn it, I'm gonna act as much as I want. Watch me act! Okay. Please don't turn to winter right now. Actually, winter might not be bad. Because if it turns into winter, it freezes his ability to move his ships. Stop getting around here. Just go away now. You're making me nervous. You're ugly. Your mother's ugly. Your father's a beautiful, beautiful man. Okay, dry docks will be down here. That also should give me an economic boost, which is something I think I could use. What I want in the city is eventually to build more boroughs. And right now, I'm not actually... This is not really happening. And I'll put these guys back because they're not gaining nearly enough gold for this to matter. And I think for compensation, once I finish building the Arpuja here, I'm going to shift all of the C unit production here because it's also closer to where I'm going to be. It's a little bit dangerous over here. So I do worry about many things. You know what? We're going to start this process right now. Okay, now I'm getting 82 gold per turn, which is much, much better. I feel good about this. Only if I can get a little more influence at this point as well. That would be fantastic. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to check this real quick. So next Empire plan is in 7 turns. What I want is extra unit damage because I'm still fighting in a war. No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. I need 180. 180. 7 per turn. I should have it. Okay. Then we'll wait for that. Eagerly anticipating. Alright, let's get back on land. That's where we belong. Sweet, sweet land. Forget about our C units. Land is the true home that we never got. Okay. I think we're doing okay. Famous last words. Alright, so... dock is done. I need to get one more dock, I believe, in order for me to get any sort of trade income. The problem, of course, is that I have 3 cities. So he's back. He's like, did you forget about me? I didn't forget about you. Thanks. So you have, if I have 4 cities, no, actually, you know what? Yeah, there's multiple trade routes. Okay, so there's 2 trade routes per city. And that means I can use up all of them. Well, this one only has 1. The capital has 2. No, this one has 1. Okay. So then we can trade between these 2. And then we can trade between these 2. So that would be a pretty good outcome, I would say. This seems like a waste to go all the way over there. Let's go this way. He hasn't done anything for a while, which makes me nervous. I did wipe out a bunch of his units just a few turns ago. So he's probably regrouping and sending more to me in a little bit, but I can deal with that, I think. What I also want to do is once I get enough to produce 1 or 2 C units, I want to also then buy another C unit such that I can make sure that I don't get killed by his stupid warships that's just roaming around at sea. The longer I wait for this to happen, the less likely it is for me to get stuff back. Okay, so the only thing going on is in Arpuja. And I think what I'm going to do is to make a last mastermind. Let's actually go reconfigure this real quick, so that we have a balanced army. Because you have too many Arpujas, they don't get to take turns, since they're basically all cramping themselves. So I do want to have a couple of ranged units, if you will. Let's see, you've got slowdown. Let me put this on you instead of slowdown. I think it seems a little bit better. Let's see, unsteady gives minus 20% attack, which is, I think, better than the slowdown, which is reduction of unit speed. This also gives a little more attack, which is better, because they have very high defense. Attack is where they're missing a few things. I don't know if that's necessary, actually. Let's wait on that. The initiative is good. I don't actually mind to have some more initiative boosts. But this might be better because of the, well, it's extra damage. Let's put this on him. Maybe that can make the Mastermind into slightly more useful attacking units as well. What's Last Resort? Let's check. Minus 20% life loss on Siege City. No, thanks. Higher Ground. I assume that means plus 60% the bonus provided by Higher Ground. That's good, but I don't know how to use it. This is Initiative. Plus 20%. You know what? Let's put that on him. Why not? That seems like a good thing. Improved damage also sounds like a good thing. But that's so expensive. I don't think I can afford it. You know what? Let's go with this. I think this is a good setup. I think this is a good setup. We're not going to be building a whole lot more of these, so I'm going to actually crank it up all the way to 11. And we're going to make one truly epic Mastermind here, once everything's said and done. The other thing I'm going to do is upgrade this Mastermind into somebody truly epic. Now he is... yeah, he's actually doing a pretty good amount of damage now, possibly. He's doing about the same damage to Arpuja, which is actually not a whole lot. And let me check him. I think we can also do a little bit of reorganization on this guy, because he can stand to do a little more damage as well. So it's Exhaustion. So he has slowdown right now, doesn't he? He has Unsteady. I think that's better. Alright. He has tier 2 armor stuff, which is fine. Except for the helm. I think that's okay. The only thing I'm worried about right now is whether I can put a better equipment on him in terms of accessories. Improved damage would be nice. I don't think I can afford it. You know what? I can. No, that's improving damage on him, isn't it? 20% damage. That's pretty good. The improved initiative is also good. Let's see, what do you have? You have improved vision and improved movement. Let's give you this. And I think I can afford this. So now you're doing slightly better in terms of damage. These guys don't need retrofitting. And I think that's all we can do for now in terms of the units we have. So hopefully this will be enough to carry us through the next winter. I'm hoping to get enough pearl in the next winter to... Hi there, friend. It's nice for you to show up. Just in time too, I didn't even see him. Now this will be an interesting battle, because they're all Sisters of Mercy. And we fought this guy before. We killed him last time. He's level 4, and I am level 5. Well, next time we will see out this epic battle to see who will emerge as the victor. Thanks for watching. See you next time.